Greetings, YouTube. I thought I'd post some semi-good news today because we don't have a lot of that in the dystopian hellscape that we're currently living. Um, the SNAP program, which is the title now we use for food stamps, is going to be expanded in October by 25%. Now, that's a very modest amount in real life. It sounds big, 25%. I mean, if you got a 24% increase in your salary, you'd be really thrilled. But the current SNAP program only provides $121 per month per person. So it's going up 36 bucks. Now that's a big jump. I mean, 25% is 25%, but that's really low. Have you ever tried to buy enough food for yourself for 121 or soon to be $137? Have you $157? Have you tried that? 157 bucks for a month. Can you do that? Uh, you're more likely going to end up having to be going to some food banks to pick up some money, pick up some food. And that's sad. No one in this country should go hungry. No one. Food should be provided for any person who wants it. Because the people who are on these programs don't want to be on these programs. Contrary to what the conservatives would tell you, there are no welfare queens. There are no people who want to be on these programs. They're on these programs because if they're not on these programs, they'll die. They'll be homeless. They'll have no health care. Because in America, we don't care if people starve or are homeless or have no health care. We don't. The government just will let you die. So this improvement, which is, again, is a little bit of sliver of hope in these times, is going to help save lives. Literally save lives. That 36 bucks will mean there will be fewer people who will be hungry in America. Remember, we are ostensibly the most powerful nation in the world, and yet we have people in our nation who are hungry. That's an abomination right there. And you know that if this had to go through a congressional improvement, it wouldn't happen. Thankfully, it didn't because it was part of a larger program improvement that was put in place long in the past. So Biden was able to do this without congressional cooperation because you know all the Republicans would vote against it. The Republicans would take all benefits away from every single person. As far as they're concerned, if you have a benefit coming to you from the government, whether it's an entitlement, something that you are owed because you've paid into the system, or a benefit that like this, that you are going to do nothing in return. That because of this benefit, you will never work, you will never want to work, you'll just sit at home and do nothing. They're convinced that these things are gifts to people that let them do nothing, as opposed to barely allowing people to survive. Sadly, there's also probably some Democrats that would have voted against it because, like Manchin, for example, he desperately wants to be a Republican. Harris and Biden both really want to be Republicans. They throw us little crumbs like these programs here to show that they're not, conservative, but they are. They're both very much moderate Republicans. But, like I said, it's a little sliver of hope in these dark times. So here you go. So the SNAP program is going to expand by 24%, and it's going to be a permanent change. So that's good. It should be twice of what it is. It should be $300 a month per person. It really should. That's enough to survive on. I want you to go, next time you go shopping, see if you can buy enough food for 1 week for one person. Okay, 1 week for one person for under $40. See if you can do it. I would have a hard time. I would. I might be able to do it. It would be difficult. It would mean that I would have to not buy some of the things that I do enjoy to eat, and I would have to cut down on some of the stuff that you also need, like, toilet paper and things like that. Literally, I would have to find alternatives, which is weird. But it would be very difficult for me to survive on $40 a week, less than $40 a week. And it's sad that we are in a situation where that's considered normal in America. But again, next time you go grocery shopping, give it a try. See if you can put together a bunch of food that you could eat that would keep you alive for 7 days for under $40. And you know, a lot of people that are buying these, that are on these programs, are also working. So they're not able to spend a lot of time doing slow cooking style of survival. They need food that is readily available quickly. So yes, we have many people working for, like many people work for Walmart, for example, are also on these kind of programs because Walmart doesn't pay enough because we allow that to happen. So yeah, like I said, sliver of hope, but it's not what you call a beaming beacon.